Yeah, so next season is going to be a full-on Star Wars season. Epic just loves collab seasons at this point. How's it going, everyone? I'm Twisted Yeti, and today we're going to be discussing Fortnite Season 3, aka the Star Wars season, as if Marvel seasons weren't enough. Make sure you hit that subscribe button as we're trying to hit 5,000 before the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate it. And don't forget to put code Twisted Yeti in the item shop so it's in there when you buy the Star Wars Battle Pass, as it will help me run Battle Pass giveaways next season. So Season 3 will launch May 2nd, which is a Friday, less than a week away from the release of this video. Up to this point, they've teased a lot of what this season's going to hold for us. So far, we've seen the map with the new POIs, a trailer for the season, and the Battle Pass loadout, which honestly might be one of the better Battle Passes we've had in a while, but I'll get more into that in a bit. I wanted to start off by talking about the map. We can see we have 4 new POIs, which are Resistance Base, First Order Base, Outpost Enclave, and Vader Samurai Solitude. Man oh man, do we have some original names out here with the bases. These POIs coming in will remove some of our current POIs, such as Demon's Dojo, Hopeful Heights, Shogun Solitude, and Whiffy Wharf. Honestly, not any major losses to me. I honestly forget that Whiffy Wharf even exists in the top left corner of the map most of the time anyways. So to the 3 people that happened to land there, my condolences. I do want to mention that I find it very interesting that they put every single new POI in a different corner of the map. It's almost like they're begging me to do another 4-corner challenge video next season. By the way, let me know if you guys want to see that next season in the comments below. Also, it's kind of hard to judge these POIs from the map here, but they all do seem a little bit smaller, but I think that's okay. That's not really a big concern as long as they look cool. That's really the cool part to me, as long as they look cool and there's enough loot. But I do like how they're all in different biomes, so it should keep it interesting. Anyways, enough about the POIs. Let's talk about this trailer a little bit. So the first thing we see in this bad boy is Emperor Palpatine, presumably in the Death Star, looking at a holographic version of it above the map, looking to destroy it. I'm assuming it could be a tease to a live event for the end of the season. I'll admit, that would be an awesome live event to watch if the Death Star were to blow up a part of the map. The other big thing seen in the trailer are the TIE fighters and the Resistance planes. I really hope that we can fly these around and obliterate people with these, because if that's going to be the case, it's already giving me Chapter 2 Season 7 vibes with the UFOs that we had that season. That was a really fun season, so this kind of gives me those vibes. So I really hope that we get these. And if we do, I really hope it's on day 1. Of course, we also see the lightsabers in the trailer and some of the force powers. I feel like even if we weren't getting a Star Wars season, we would have gotten some lightsabers anyways, since Fortnite has done some sort of Star Wars collab every year since the early days of Chapter 2. I also hope we have all the force powers as well, since those were pretty fun to use when they were first introduced. And I'm not sure if they're going to be mythics that are hard to find or relatively easy given the whole season is Star Wars based. But I kind of hope they're a little bit easier to find because it does mix up the game and make it a lot more interesting. The interesting part about the trailer though is at the very end when there are 5 dates listed. I'd assume that they all mean something is going to happen that day, like an update, but you know, we'll just have to see when it rolls around. But the first date shown is May 2nd, Imperial Takeover. That one is a given since that's the start of the new season. The second date, a week later, or May 8th, is called the Pull of the Force. If I had to guess, that's when we're going to get the force powers for the season if they don't launch right away. The third date is May 22nd, a considerable gap between the last update, but it's called Mandalorian Rising. My guess is the old Mandalorian mythics will come back from Chapter 2 Season 5 when we originally had the Mandalorian on the map. A week later on May 29th is Star Destroyer Bombardment. Not really sure what this one is. In the trailer, we saw a bunch of the big ships come in, so I'm assuming that's when they come to the map, and maybe the TIE fighters as well. I kind of hope that's not the case, as I'd like them to be there at the start of the season. Unless they're really OP, then maybe I wouldn't mind them coming in towards the end of the season. Regardless, it should be cool if we get TIE fighters to fly, and it would make sense if this was the date, because I really don't know what else it would be. Our final date, though, is June 7th, the Death Star Sabotage. Given that this is the day before Season 4, I think we can safely assume that this is the live event. I can't wait to watch that one, honestly. If you guys have any idea as to what will happen in that event, comment down below. Of course, the last thing we need to talk about is the Battle Pass. Now, I'll admit, before they even teased the Battle Pass, I wasn't optimistic about it. Then I saw the lineup, and I can't lie, it actually looks pretty good. We have Emperor Palpatine, General Grievous, an Eevee skin remix, a Chewbacca skin remix, and I honestly don't know who the other guy is, but he looks like a resistant fighter. But overall, my first impression with the pass is they kind of cooked with it. The only skin I'm not a huge fan of is the Chewbacca skin remix. They can keep that one to themselves. Everyone else, though, is pretty solid. I was a bit worried what skins they would use for this pass, since they've already had item shop skins for a lot of the iconic characters, and Darth Vader was in the Chapter 3 Season 3 pass ages ago. But they did a good job overall, and I can't wait to review the Battle Pass in the next week. The last thing I want to mention about the Battle Pass is it's rumored we're finally going to be getting lightsaber pickaxes. I really hope this is true because I've wanted a pickaxe for Darth Vader for a long time. The thing I have for him right now, it's not bad, but I want a real lightsaber, and it's about time. The pickaxe they gave him originally does not do him any justice. So if we don't get lightsaber pickaxes this season, guys, at this point, I don't think we're ever going to get them. But we got to remember, this is the perfect time and place to add them, so let's be optimistic about it. So Epic, you better add them or the season is ruined. Not really, but it will just be pretty disappointing. With that said, what do you guys think of the Star Wars season? Are you guys happy about it, or are you already ready to move on to Season 4? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys use code TwistedYeti for the Battle Passes. It really supports the channel. Big shout out to our channel members, and thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.